You open a new chat with your AI companion, and it's like meeting a stranger. Yesterday, you might have mentioned your job, an allergy, or what you're working on this month. Today, none of that carries over. This is about what Daimond actually remembers, where that memory lives, and how much control you have over it. That blank slate is fine for a quick question, but if you're supposed to talk to something regularly, having to re-explain your job or your allergies every single time gets old fast. A new thread starting from zero isn't a bug exactly. It's just how most chat interfaces work by default. Personality is a big part of what makes Daimond feel different from a plain chat window. But personality alone doesn't fix the blank slate problem. What actually helps is a small set of remembered facts: where you work, what you're allergic to, who you mention often, so you're not re-explaining the practical stuff every time. As you chat, Daimond looks for specific statements worth holding on to and saves them as individual memories. The categories are deliberately narrow: facts and background, preferences, relationships, goals, and constraints. This isn't a transcript of everything you've ever said, just the details actually worth carrying forward. Here's what that actually looks like on the memories screen. Clear phrasing matters here. If you say something in a roundabout way, Daimond may not catch it as memory-worthy. This isn't mind reading, and it won't infer things you never actually said. Stating things plainly, the way you'd tell a person something worth remembering, gets better results than a vague hint. It's worth separating two things that sound alike. Every open conversation has its own temporary context. The back and forth happening right now, like this exchange. Starting a new conversation resets that. Saved memory works differently. It persists across conversations, and Daimond includes up to 10 recent memories as context in each request. So where does all of this actually live? Conversations, memories, settings, and preferences are stored locally on your device. API keys are kept separately in iOS Keychain, not bundled in with the rest. What happens next depends on the AI provider you've selected. Choose a cloud provider with your own key, and your message text and relevant saved memories get sent to that provider to generate a response governed by their own privacy policy. Choose local AI on a supported device instead, and message processing stays on the device. Storage and processing are two different questions. A memory can be stored locally and still get included in a request to whichever cloud provider you've chosen. Local storage means the record itself stays on your device rather than a Daimond server. It doesn't mean a selected cloud provider never sees the content. Separately, Daimond collects zero in-app usage analytics. That's a statement about Daimond's own telemetry, not about what a chosen provider does with request data under its own policy. Those are two different privacy questions, and it's worth keeping them straight. Memory isn't a hidden ledger. Open the memories screen and you'll see everything that's been saved, written out in plain language. Swipe to delete a single memory, or use Clear All to remove everything at once. Clear All can't be undone, so treat it like the full reset it is. Worth knowing too, app backups do not include memories, so restoring a backup does not bring them back. None of this replaces the personality that makes Daimond feel like your companion rather than a generic assistant. It just makes that companion a little less forgetful. A small gem of a detail, like remembering you're learning Spanish this month, adds up over time. If you've liked the personality and continuity of companion-style AI apps but wanted more practical follow-through, memory is one of the pieces worth testing yourself rather than taking on faith. Try Daimond AI free for 7 days and see what it saves, and just as importantly, what it doesn't. Head to diamondday.com to get started.